What's even up? I'm back here with Kingdom Hearts. I have a handful of notes here. Number one, you'll notice we're not in Traverse Town anymore, and also I've got my gear set up in a weird way. This is not the first Kingdom Hearts video I recorded since episode 26. I recorded another one, and I didn't realize we were at the point where we can do the secret bosses yet, but we are actually at that point. I somehow thought there was something else that had to happen in Hollow Bastion. Nevertheless, I stumbled my way into one, which you access by going to this flying carpet over here. Hey, flying carpet, how's it going? And I tackled it at level 50 for 6 hours and did not prevail. I got somewhat close, but I very much stopped having fun at the 4-hour mark, and so then I was like, maybe we should just grind a bit. So I ground up to level 61, and now I'm feeling reasonably confident in our ability to take it on. I got a pretty high strength stat at the moment because I also forged up a few more golem chains. So with the Olympia and 3 golem chains, because I've got another accessory slot because of all the leveling up, I'm pretty formidable at this point. And I've got 6 hours of experience fighting this boss, so it should, we should be able to do it in one episode, I hope. And I might just do a few side episodes now where we just go through, like each side episode might just be one secret boss per, because they take a long time, they're difficult. So anyway, rapid fire through the notes I have. Kairi. So, she's some kind of princess, we think. Either that or it's just a title, but it didn't seem like it to me. It seemed like they were being serious that she's some kind of princess. And we saw a flashback of her once living in the Hollow Bastion, at least we saw her in the library. So maybe she was the princess of Hollow Bastion at some time. What that means and what Hollow Bastion used to be before Maleficent took over, I have no idea. Also, Kairi and Sora, so I don't know, again, I said it might just be that the explanation is just they're very close, and that's why her heart lived on inside his for a time, and she was able to resurrect him from being heartless and all that. But I almost wondered, had they like shared a Paopu fruit off screen or something? Because they seem like to have a weird level of connection. And they brought a lot of attention to that fruit thing way earlier on, so I don't know if that's a coincidence or what. So obviously in leveling up I developed, we all got a bunch of new skills. Some of them were just some repeat ones, like Miss Donald's got second chance now, Goofy got like another MP rage, I think, yeah, and some other stuff like that. Some interesting ones, I got sliding dash, combo master, counterattack. Now Berserk, we already know what that does, so I've equipped that, but sliding dash, if you're targeting an enemy and they're out of your melee range, you do like a power slide towards them, which can be pretty useful. I've turned it off for the moment, but just because it's been throwing off my timing. Combo Master is awesome. It's how it's one thing that like confused the heck out of me when I started the game. Basically now, it always acts as though you're hitting an opponent to do combos. So you can do a combo even if there's no one there, which is very, very useful because it means I can do the Ripple Blow even if I miss like the third or second hit or whatever. And counterattack, I think that's what this is if you text someone, there's a brief window where you get to attack. Like normally when you text someone, you kind of stagger back, but now you can cancel that to just continue attacking them, I think is what it is. I have it turned off because I haven't been attacking as many enemies in this late in the game. This late in the game, mostly it's just been weapon clashes. Because they're really powerful enemies, but anyway, so yeah, Combo Master for Sora, I got a new equipment slot for Sora. So, okay, this is something I didn't know that I learned the hard way over several attempts last night when I was trying on this Agrabah boss fight. Having a summon out means you can't use weapon skills, and I guess the reason is that some of the summons use triangle/Y as their activation button, like Dumbo for instance. But it was really confusing because I had Tinkerbell out and all of a sudden I couldn't use like Strike Raid or any of those things. And while exploring I found some interesting stuff. The sea urchins in Under the Sea, what's that place called? Atlantica. Those are actually bombs, and they blew up some walls, revealing it was just like a treasure chest with some loot in it. But that was kind of cool. I found one in Ursula's chamber, and then one in that bit around the sort of main plaza, whatever. And I found our last Blue Trinity. It was in the throat room of Monstro, just like right at the bottom. It just blended in pretty well, so I didn't notice it the first time. And the last note I have is that one thing I did not realize about Strike Raid is that you are invulnerable while using it. This does not go for Ars Arcanum, but you're invulnerable while using Strike Raid. So there's one attack, the only attack, in fact, that was really messing me up in this fight that we're about to do. I was able to survive some of it by just using Strike Raid, although Strike Raid also goes by how far away you are from the opponent, and this attack that it does has it spinning around, so the point that I was targeting also spins around, and so is going in and out of range very quickly, so it's very difficult to start a Strike Raid. But you don't necessarily even know what I'm talking about because I haven't shown you the boss fight yet, so let's do it! Sorry you don't get to see my very first reaction to this boss fight just yet. I'll probably release that video maybe somewhere down the line, but it's 6 hours, so if I edited it now, I would be like a week behind. Plus, it's mostly just me grumping and groaning and cursing under my breath, so it won't be as exciting as this, where we're definitely gonna beat it. This is making it difficult. But let's watch the cutscene, why not? And to pick our controller up off the desk because it's got a rumble pack and I always forget that. Hi! So yeah, just with no prompting whatsoever, this is happening. Everyone be ready! And the worst part is, so the thing is, this boss fight goes between two phases. One that's melee-centric. You can't, it seals your magic. You can only deal damage with melee, and it attacks you with melee. And another where it's all magic. You can't do any damage with physical, and it attacks you with magic. And it starts with the melee one, which prevents you from doing summon. So, but you can do a summon right at the beginning if you're quick, like I just did. And you want to get out of the way of that. I didn't do a very good job. And you've got to break these two hands, which then allows it to, it opens up its weak point, basically. And I found some interesting things about how to lure it into doing which attacks. This attack is the preferred attack because it's easier to dodge than that scissors one it does. When it does a jump, it's at this phase, it's just going to turn around now, which gives you a free opening to hit this. That makes a bunch of gumballs fly everywhere. Please give them to me. Why won't I give them any? Flonking this, continuing on. Donald is very dead at the moment, so I'm going to want to pick him up in a minute, but obviously you can see I can't use magic to resurrect him now. And I don't feel like using any of my items. I don't know how I have my items set up. I think I forgot to set them up in a smart way. Yeah, it's all just ethers. That wasn't very bright. I meant to bring some elixirs or something. Whoop! Okay, I dodged that reasonably well. This is going down now. I'm gonna wind myself and wind Goofy because our force field allows us to do extra damage while we're comboing this thing in the air. Now, I was barely able to do one single bar when I was level 50 during one of these stagger sections, but here I can do almost two, or even maybe more. Which is part of the reason I'm suspecting this is going to go pretty well, because we're already down, you can already see the yellow bar. But of course that means it goes to phase 2 now. Not just the normal magic phase, but the second phase of the magic phase, where it has extra attacks, including this one that's more or less a one-hit kill. I found that Blizzara has been one of the better ways to attack this phase, because fire doesn't do too much damage. Especially with the fact that I've got the Olympia, so I don't have any extra thing. That tornado attack it stops to do, so you can tell when it's about to do it and dodge it. And just throw on those deep freezes. Right, and I've got Donald set up to do mostly melee stuff, I think. It's going to do the bombs now. It sets up these little flare bombs that look a little like what Lila does in Zestiria. I'm going to get hit by one of those. That's unfortunate, but I can heal myself now because we're in the healing phase. Or we're in the magic phase, rather. Okay, it's doing this scary thing. It's not even doing its really big scary attack yet. And I might be able to get this phase done before it does that. But if you take it out while it's charging, while it's got the other thing out, then it still gets to do them while you're in this phase. I'm gonna wind myself and Goofy again, and then go for more attacks on this. The really tricky thing, though, is once it's got to the orange bar, both phases, the magic and the physical one, have new attacks, and the new attack that the physical one gets is really challenging to dodge, and does a lot of damage. We're about to see it now, I reckon. And Tinkerbell will save me a little bit for it, but this is the one. Ow. I'm very bad at dodging it, and it does a lot of damage. And I'm obviously out of practice because it's not, I haven't played it since last night. Okay, and also it does the other attacks it can do much faster than it used to. And I didn't bring any useful items, so I'm about to die here because I meant to bring more potions. It's also entirely invulnerable while it's doing this, but if you can get a strike rate to happen, then so are you. So that's nice. I'm probably not going to be through with it before it's over. Okay, no, there we go. The strike rate lasted just long enough, and now my friends are dead and I should resurrect them, but I obviously didn't bring enough items to do so. And I think these hands are a little more durable in this stage as well. But like you saw, we were able to do decent damage on the damaging phase, so as long as I basically only have to survive one of these phases, which is okay with me. I'm about to die here, probably, because I'm pretty bad at timing this dodge. But, you know, I'm learning. Hey, Goofy, how's it going? You want to help me? Ah! Right, that would have been much easier if I had remembered to bring items, so let me do that now. Oh, I also didn't give my friends any items, did I? No, right, I forgot to give them all back their items. Aladdin, and I might bring Aladdin as well, because I was doing that for a bit, and he's got good physical damage. But it's nice to have Donald doing heals as well. Also, I'll keep going with Donald and Goofy for now, because I feel confident about this. All I have to do is survive one of those scary phases where it does the scary melee attack. Hopefully this video isn't very long. Right, I'm gonna bring 2 high potions. No, dumb. No, I do want 2 high potions. I'm gonna bring no elixirs just yet, because I don't think I need them for this at this point. 2 mega ethers, 4 mega ethers in fact. As for Donald and Goofy, Donald I shall give 3 high potions and 3 mega ethers. And I'm gonna give Goofy just a whole bunch of high potions and 2 mega ethers. So it has the magic phase and the not magic phase, but each of those also gets powered up once it is past the orange health bar, it seems. The melee phase gets that awful spinny thing and the other attacks come out faster, and the magic phase gets this other thing where balls of energy start erupting from the ground, and it's somewhat difficult to deal with. The real tricky thing with the magic phase, mostly the magic phase is easier, I find, but the real tricky thing with the magic phase is that any projectiles it throws out continue to exist out after you put it down into the weak missile point where you can actually hit the Cobra head. So, in that sense, you got to make sure that it's not got any projectiles out if you're gonna try to go for any attacks. Ow! That's a bad dodge. I'm gonna grab some of the gumballs. Ah, I didn't need to use that, Goofy. It's alright, thanks. Okay, wind myself. I'll wind all three of us. Oh, Donald's gonna do spells. That was dumb. I should have just winded the two of us. And just gone a ham on melee attacks here. I did give Donald his melee one. Oh yeah, he's coming to do for some melee. Okay. Because our wind thing now does damage to all of the people who we touch, right? So we're doing extra chunky damage. That was nice. We did 2.5 bars there. If we pull that, if we can repeat that success here, we don't even need a third phase. I was told the recommended level is something like 65 to 70 for these fights, but I've been feeling. Oh yeah, here comes the real chunky one. I'm gonna get a few deep freezes in before it does this. Okay. Now these are nearly a one-hit kill. They're pretty powerful, but you can mostly get away just by spamming dodge and circle strafing here. And I'll just, I'll continue attacking his shield in a minute once these are gone, because they do go away in a minute. Carry on. There's one big one that comes at the end, which is just, it's the same thing to dodge, really. I'm gonna eat the freeze again, but I'm probably gonna eat some ethers before I actually finish it off so I can have enough mana to throw shields on all of us. I think I forgot to set Donald's AI to do more physical attacks again. Because it's the physical, let me shut up while I ether everyone, but mostly myself, so I can shield us all while I'm in this state of tornadoes, and I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, they broke it for us. Good job. Oh, I almost dismissed Tinkerbell. That would have been bad. Okay. So I'll just pile on hits now. I think the window of time you have to attack it gets shorter each as the phases go on, so we did about as well as we could there. I decided, okay, starting with the attack immediately. The real unfortunate thing about this attack is that you can't hit anything ahead out of it, as far as I know. I tried to tech it many times and never had any success. Ow! There goes Tinkerbell. Ow. High potion myself. There we go. I'm gonna go for strike now, just so I'm invincible. I can get a few hits on these hands, hopefully. It's out of range. But it's nice being the invincibility is really nice for this. Although I probably would be doing better if I were just going for normal melee hits. Should I resurrect my friends now? I'd need to use one of my only high potions on it, so I'm not going to do that. I will make it ether, though. Oh, it's doing this. That's not good. It gave me the opportunity for strike there, and I didn't. Strike, please! As you can see, the strike marker flickers in and out of existence, so you have... you basically just have to mash it, because you have a very, very short window for which you can activate it. But it would be really nice if you could, because then you'd be invulnerable for that attack, which otherwise I'm pretty bad at dodging, as evidenced. And I also briefly attempted to use Mushu at one point. I was kind of exploring all around during last episode while I was grinding. All the areas seem to have jacked up heartless, interestingly enough, which made grinding somewhat easier, but also they were tough to beat. They're basically the same enemies as before, with some of the ones from Hollow Bastion added, but then also they have like way higher damage and health and all. Okay, I'll just do these two. Alright, I forgot to mess with Donald's AI after. I'll see if I can manage that. Even if you set him to only do physical attacks, or like at the most to do the minimum amount of physical attack of spells and maximum amount of physical attacks, he still does do spells, which is a little tedious, like offensive ones. And I wish there were a way to be a little more precise about what you absolutely don't want him doing, but alas. Wrong one. Blizzard is nice because it's definitely more damage than fire to this thing, but it costs the same. Just one of the orange ticks. It's not Flare Bomb that it's called, that thing that Lila does. That makes me think of that. It's Flare Shot. Or, well, that's what she says. I forget what the actual skill is called. Ow! Thank you. Did I lose Tinkerbell at some point? No, she's still here. I just couldn't see her. Goofy, if you could do something more that's slightly slowly creep forward, that would be great. Don't mean to pressure you, buddy, but okay. That's about where we got to last time. And I'll just throw some wind on me before this phase starts. Because it's when it does the scary moves. We don't want to be dying. Ow, I didn't mean to do Ripple Blow. I don't know what it is, but these hands, they feel like they take the same amount of time to beat, even though I've leveled up a hell of a lot in strength. I think these hands maybe have some more defense than the actual face of it. Okay, it can do this. It doesn't have to turn around in this phase to do that attack. In its first phase, it does. One hand down. It hasn't done the spinny yet. I'll count my blessings. Ow, got hit by that. I should really... Oh, it's doing this now. I'm probably going to lose Tinkerbell here. You can probably jump over this, but that is, I know you can jump over that bit. I've tried before, but I also had some trouble with it. Because then, well, it's difficult to jump over it, period. That's all there is to it, really. Oh, got it. Okay, nice. I'm gonna just one on both of us. Okay, good. And we'll go ham here. But this, we should be able to do enough damage here that we only need one more phase of this, and we can handle the magic phase. I'm much better with the magic phase. Unless it has some new attack that I don't know about here. So we should be able to finish this now, as long as I can keep my mana high throughout this phase. I gotta remember that, oh, you know what I should do? Is summon Dumbo for this. I can get most of it gone with this, but it takes some time for Goofy and Donald to come back once you dismiss Dumbo. So I don't want to finish it off with Dumbo, because then there'll be a time where I won't be able to do my full amount of damage. I'd like to bring it down to low, just that it's like a one-hit kill. But I also, I don't want to take it out while these laser beam things are going, so I'm going to try and stand them as long as I can with Dumbo. Hopefully we can stand the whole thing. And the second it pulls out the last one, I'm going to dismiss Dumbo. Here it is. And dismiss Dumbo, and I'm going to start chugging Mega Ethers and defense us all up so that we're doing the most damage possible when I break this shield now. Like so. And let's go ham, everyone. We might be able to finish it now. We don't have to do any more. Yeah! 10,000! Woo! Oh, feels good. Feels great, in fact. All right. What? Yeah, what? 6 hours who? Yeah, that was much easier than doing it with at level 50. That was what, 20 minutes? Yes. Much more acceptable. So what even is with these secret bosses anyway? Do they have some sort of significance, or are they just kind of big chunky enemies? Because I initially stumbled into it because they mentioned something about Jasmine maybe not having returned Xantetskin. And Anson's Report 11. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. That's that. The Sandy Blade completed. Woo! Well, it was my plan to end it after doing that one, but that was only 20 minutes, so let's at least attempt the next one. But I'll probably not be able to beat it till the next one, because, as you can see, they take some practice and knowledge of them. The next secret boss we have available for the moment is in Neverland, so let's take ourselves there and see what we can do. I mean, if we beat one, surely we can take the other down. Well, you know what I should do is definitely... So I think you can tell which areas are pertinent, because they've got the 10 pink stars now. Is it 10? No, 9. Neverland, Agrabah, and the Colosseum all have those. I guess I've been told to take on the other Colosseum tournaments, and I think I don't see any new ones, unless they only show up when you do the other secret bosses. But I guess what I have to do is the time limit ones, which I guess now that with my extra power shouldn't be too horrible to take down like Leon and them. Because I still haven't done the Pegasus Cup on time, or the Hercules Cup on a timer. Yeah, I don't know. I'll give them a try after we attempt this other secret boss. Probably. This other secret boss that is in Neverland! So let's go. I was trying to be a tryhard and do it at level 50, and to be fair, I got very much farther than I thought I would, considering what I'd been warned. But, yeah, no, wasn't a good idea. And it also has taught me that I'm pretty sure I never want to do a level 1 run of these games. I thought before it might be fun to have really long and grueling boss fights, but, after trying that one for 6 hours, I was like, yeah, no, it's not for me. Oh, if this is a secret boss in Neverland, are we going to be able to fly during it? That would be really cool. Where the hell is Tinkerbell again? Peter Pan! Oh, that's right, you go through the hole in the ceiling over here, don't you? Ooh, strength up for Goofy, look at you. Wasn't Tinkerbell hanging out here before? To take us to the clock tower? Oh shoot, there were bouncing heartless there, and I've been thinking that probably one of those crafting materials I'm missing is them. Because I've still not been able to craft a lot of things. Power stones are things I need, and Serenity Power and Fury Stones and stuff like this. Ah, here we go. This is the one I should have been at. There are a number of items we need that, to craft things, because we haven't even been able to use any mithril or a calcum yet, because we just don't have the requisite materials. And I've been this close to looking them up, because at this point we're not going to be able to craft anything with these rare materials that we've been gathering the whole game if we can't upgrade the shop to have more recipes. Sure, let's go to the clock tower. Sounds like fun. Are we gonna have a fight at the clock tower? Because if so, I probably won't have time to swap Goofy out for Peter Pan out for Donald, rather. So I guess we have to have Peter Pan for this fight because there's a cutscene and all. Hey, what? Hi. Nice to meet you. Oh, I didn't get off my magic build. That was maybe a mistake. Wonk, wonk, wonk. Oh, I can't hit it, or what's it doing? What's it doing? What's it doing? Oh, he's got a death timer on him. Well, how do you fix that? Or because if it can do that to me, that's very bad. Oh, you can totally hit. I was missing before. Wait, ow! Don't do that. Okay, so I don't know at what point that its little heart thing is vulnerable. Color me confused. Whoa! It stole Peter Pan's heart. Whoa! Peter Pan is gone. I hope it just can't do that just as much as it wants. Oh god, the clock is ticking while it's doing this as well. Ow! 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 I don't understand! Alright, Peter Pan he's sort of a mix of magic and, offense. I think I'll put Donald in over over Goofy here. Because it'd be nice to have some extra heals. Interesting, I was able to hit it for like half a second there. I'm gonna keep, on with this blunt physical, setup I've got here. I guess this thing is dealing darkness damage, but also physical, probably. Just because I don't know how magic would... Oh, can I hit the clock while it's doing that to make so that, Peter Pan doesn't die? It's weird, it possesses the clock. Stop killing Peter Pan! Or whoever you targeted. Did you target Donald with that? No, it was Peter Pan. So, oh, it seemed like something I was able to hit this clock, but I'm not able to target it. Oh, now I am, that was weird. I died. So do I have to hurt the clock to hurt this weird cloaked thing? Also, interesting, do we get more information about that giant cobra robot? Because I'd also like to know about this thing. Kurt Ziza. Heartless that emerged from the keyhole opened by the princesses. Oh! It swung its six powerful arms to attack Sora and company and block their attacks, but Sora sought out its weakness and emerged the victor. Yes. Eventually. There was also a new big spooky ghost, Heartless, where we fought that parasite cage thing in Monstro. Much like that one that appeared in Oogie Boogie's The Ruins of His Manor. There's just like a little sort of formidable enemy that was hanging around there. So can I always hit the clock, or... And what does that do for me also? I don't know. Oh, can I use Time Stop on it, maybe? Stop! Ah! I don't really see how that helps me fight this thing. It helps Peter Pan not die for a bit, but... So his heart is blue now. Does that mean something about my ability to smack it? It means no, unless I have to free it up, open up with Blizzara first or something. Yes, okay, so when it's white you can attack it? Or, oh, okay, and now fire. Oh, now it wants Blizzara. What did that do? Oh, it's something. Now it doesn't have any heart ball. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's back. Okay, Thunder, sure. I don't know what it means when it loses that. It seems like that's only bad for me, because now I can't hit it. Or can it not do some kind of magic? Oh, is that an attack that's going out on me? I didn't understand what that was just then. Okay, it's got that back. At least it doesn't have as much health on it as the last one. But it seems like you can only do damage with it once it's got the ball turns to white, so I may as well keep with the physical setup I'm going here. Oh, I didn't replenish any of my items either. Blizzard, sure. And physical. God, it doesn't give you many opportunity. It takes a really long time to open it up. Its defenses. Oh, I didn't swap Donald in. My bad. This time, can I hit this back at it? Yeah. Oh no, I can't. Oh god. Shit. Never mind. I'm dead. And give Peter Pan a whole bunch of high potions as well. I'm glad they're giving us a chance to use these characters because I kept feeling like you had them for like 2 fights and then that was it. I was thinking it would be fun to do a boss fight where you can fly, but this is a boss fight whilst flying. This is even wickedly cooler. Alright, I think I get the gist of it, but it feels like you get very, very sparse opportunities to actually hit it. So it is going to be tricky. Because the white ball that is its vulnerability goes away very quickly, and if there's no ball, you can't do anything to it, I don't think. It just sort of is invulnerable. So I can stop this clock. Does Peter Pan ever come back after it uses that on him? So far, it seems that it consistently uses it on on Peter Pan, but ow! Thank you. Oh my god, we all heal each other. Me just then. I'll keep going this way, but it's probably gonna get some crazy new attack at some point as well, which won't be fun. Okay, so this thing is bad. We want to avoid it at all costs. Oh, it catches up with me. I don't know how to avoid that. Maybe you can't avoid that. Maybe you just gotta run and heal once that happens, because it comes in to slash at you right after. So, but the first attack brings you down to like really low health. Wait, does it only break when I hit it, or can I leave my friends to hit it and then it won't break, and they'll keep getting damage? Let me see about that. I'll let them hit. Or can you hit it with magic during this? No, it seems it's only physical attacks. Okay, no, it swapped back to this after that. No, okay, no, you may as well just hit it with yourself. Melee when it gets to the white bubble. All right, now this is the attack that comes after me, and I don't know how to dodge it. It's gonna try and be away from it. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Oh, it hits again! I see! Huh. Okay. Maybe I can cast Stopra on the monster when it does that, and it stops its projectile, too. This does seem to be a pretty magic-centric boss fight, doesn't it? Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop that now. I said stop that, please! I said stop it! Wait, how did I get healed of it? Oh, if you get healed once, does it just disappear, I guess? Something healed me of it anyway. So I guess you just gotta be ready to cast a heal spell once that comes out. Which would suck if you didn't have any. But it's only got 4 health bars compared to the 5 the other one had, so maybe it's not all bad. Okay, so I'm ready to heal myself the second this thing hits me.
Heal.
Okay, I don't know what it is that they did that fixed me of it the last time. Unless it does two hits and that's all. So you have to heal yourself once the first one hits you so that you survive the second hit. I don't know. Or maybe eating an ether gets it off of you. Because Donald threw something at me that fixed it that time. Oh, unless you got to be right up close to the monster, because I was also close to the monster. I'm trying to remember what happened when I survived that the one time. Stop. All right, I was really close to it when I survived this last time. Okay, so being close to it isn't the thing. I guess you just got to heal yourself so you survive the second hit. Maybe you could take it back at it, but I thought I nailed the timing pretty well, and it didn't seem to do anything. Hitting the clock didn't damage this thing or anything like that, did it? I don't think so. My magic one might be more useful for this, just because I have to hit it with a lot of magic. But okay, so the second this thing hits me the first time, I'm gonna heal myself. Okay, that time it stuck around way longer, right? Oh shoot, I might have to, can I turn off the recording and go see what happened when I survived it? I did this a bit when I was fighting the last one too, in the episode you did not get to see yet. I turned off the recording and then put it in slow-mo so I could understand what happened. Yeah, okay, so it hits me. It's all over me. I use stop on, wait, okay. I used stop on it, but it seems to go away before that even, right? Like, it's gone now. But that was before Peter Pan or Donald did anything to help me, right? So I'm not sure what made it stop. Or was it getting near the clock, maybe? I have no idea what made it stop that time. I thought maybe if I slowed it down, I'd understand more, but I understand less. All right, let's do this. It didn't seem like there was any way to avoid it, because there's no dodge maneuver, and, I mean, maybe you just have to fly really far away. But even if it was just, if you're supposed to heal enough to tank it, I don't think my heal spell comes out that fast. The clock is probably, pivotal here somehow, more than just what I'm doing here. All right, this is when it does this big attack. I'm gonna try and just be really far away for this, but it's gonna catch up to me in a minute. And I'll just start spamming heals, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't seem to run out. Okay, you're definitely not supposed to do that. So there's some way to get rid of it, because, and last time I was close to the monster, but we tried getting close to the monster and that didn't seem to do anything. Perhaps it's something to do with the clock. Does the clock start ticking again when that thing hits me? And maybe I have to hit stop on it again? If I start hitting the clock, maybe? The thing doesn't kill me? Wait, actually, it doesn't seem like it didn't seem like to actually send out the projectile, even though it was about to. Maybe being near the clock makes it not? I can't hit this thing to save my life. Oh my god. Okay, it looks like it's casting this thing again. I'm gonna just try hitting the clock. Seems to do something before. Or unless I teched it back at it just then. Also, this clock is gone again, so I guess I'll stop that. That's probably, that was Peter Pan's timer going down to 0, or to 2. And once that happens, it doesn't seem like you can use items or whatever to resurrect them. So I guess after that'll happen, it'll go to Donald. Like it'll start trying to steal Donald's soul. Or can it only do it to one of them? Because I might be able to survive with just Donald and I. It would be nicer to have all of us, obviously. It's got a lot of health though, or it drains health very slowly. Okay, it's doing the spooky attack again. Somehow hitting the clock before seems to help that. Oh no, this is the only clock that's doing anything. Get off of me! Never mind. Okay, so it's not hitting the clock that does it. I guess I teched it back at it. It doesn't. It seems oh no, but I was able to get it off of me before somehow, right? Devil's advocate. Let's just see what happens when Peter Pan's soul gets obliterated. Does that make something else more obvious? Because maybe because that's going on, I'm confused about what I'm doing to help Peter Pan and what I'm doing to help me not get killed by that awful move. Plus, I'm also curious if it goes after Donald next. Okay, I think I teched it away by hitting the clock. But I think it's coincidence. Like, I think I guess I just you can take it back and that's just the end of it. In which case, I probably want to land on the clock tower to do it because the depth perception is just, it's sort of impossible to do it if you're flying. Well, you guys do swing pretty quickly. What's it doing with Peter Pan's body? Oh no, it's killing Donald now, I see, okay. So I definitely do, okay. So if it was that I teched it before. Okay, you can't hit it back at it. Okay, that's one way to get rid of it anyway. But we know I was able to get rid of it at some point. Simply by, while it was on my body anyway. If it doesn't get any new attacks, then I should be able to handle this as long as I keep knocking this thing back at it. I don't know what it's intending to do with Donald and Peter Pan's corpses. Okay, you can hit that back. It is actually much easier than I thought. Don't know how I screwed it up that first time. I'm not allowed to heal them at all. They're just no longer even part of my party. It's probably gonna get some new awful attacks soon. But let's keep going this way until for the moment. Oh, it can do it to me. Ah, okay. So that's why you want to save your friends from it. I got it. I kind of figured that was coming, but at least we know to use Stopra and to handle it. Do you think it's just an instant death, or does it have some other kind of cool animation that happens when you die this way? Ow. Nah, it's just normal death animation. All right, I think I get it now. Knock that thing back at it. If you don't, you're dead. And keep your friends from getting wrecked by stopping the clock. That I can do. And it always starts by starting the clock, so let's get ahead of that. And then you just gotta play its little Simon Says game of repeating the color it shows you. The real trick is that Peter Pan keeps going in for the melee hit when I would prefer to. And I gotta be keeping an eye on Peter Pan's clock so I don't accidentally let him die. Then I will be very soon after. The real trick though is that it can waste a lot of my time by doing stuff like this, where I can't do anything but just wait for it to be vulnerable.
See ya. Fire! Fire!
Oh, clock started again. Thank you, Peter Pan. This is not only challenging, but a very long fight potentially, especially seeing as my friends don't have the AI to read what attacks to use. Based on the color, they're just going to keep using whatever on it. So the chances of them getting it right are pretty low. Okay, it is quite easy to tech. They give you, they're very polite about the timing of it. All right, thunder hits from anywhere. I don't have to be near you. It puts the thunder on them. Good to remember. Yeah, I think you only get like 1 or 2 hits on the bulb before it disappears. It's not that you get so much damage to do. Please target this clock. So if Peter Pan steals the hits, it is bad for me, I believe. Can I, like, renew the stop on it by casting stop while I've got a moment here? So I don't have to do it later? That would be cool if I could. Alright, I got a few hits of my own on there that time. That was good. It's not the end of the world immediately if my friends die. It just means I have less time to do the rest. It places a sort of a secondary time limit on the fight, so to speak. But thankfully, it's not really hitting us with attacks to the point where I'm losing lots of health or anything like that, so... The main concern is just if I can not get killed by the death timer before this is over.
See ya.
And I think I'm handling it so far. Of course, when it brings out its next attack, I'm probably gonna be afraid. I'm gonna renew this to the clock's stop magic. It does seem to work that way. It seems like you can renew it if you catch it quickly. Catch it before, if you cast another of it on it before the timer runs out, which is good. Gonna Mega Ether here. Oh, that was a bad time to do that. Ow. Thank you, everyone who helped. And this thing does stagger whenever you hit it with anything, so it's not like it's just gonna priority through and absolutely obliterate you with every move. I do sort of feel like I'm being inefficient about this, and I think it's just because my magic power isn't very good with this weapon, and I'm not getting the melee hits my friends are, so I'm kind of the worst of both worlds here. There we go. Actually got one or two there. If I die here, what I probably should do is swap to the my magic build, because it would probably be useful for this to have A, more mana, and B, be doing more damage with these. Because I'm landing more of these than the physical hits, because my friends are just always doing physical hits. Gonna renew the clock again. Heaven forbid the day I miss this attack here.
This should help.
Ow. Did I miss with the fire just then? How is that possible? It auto-targets. Oh, Peter Pan should probably have some better equipment too. Let's just give him some extra strength stuff, so if he does end up hitting them with anything physical, it'll actually do some damage. And I hopefully will not forget to take those back after. Oh, you know, I never looked at the ability we just got for Sora. Zen Tetskin has a 30% chance of unleashing a finishing combo with attack that can destroy a weaker enemy. Oh, well, whatever. Has a 30% chance of having a something percent chance of defeating a weaker enemy. No, thank you. We can defeat weaker enemies easily enough ourselves. But it's cool to have it anyway. And as for me, let me fix myself up with the Lady Luck. Ray of Light. Magic Armlet, and then I guess we can keep the golem changes for a bit of extra hardiness. Or shall I do this one for more health? Or take one that gives you AP, maybe? Nah, let's just keep the golem chain. I think my max MP went up at some point during the grind as well, so I'm up at 13 now, which is pretty sweet. Having more will definitely help for this. In fact, you know what? I'm probably gonna... Peter Pan's got a whole bunch of high potions. No, he doesn't. Let's give more Mega Ethers. Now we're about to find out if this thing, like maybe this thing's magic defense is so high that my extra magic damage won't actually make much of a difference, and it'll still, the misspells will do the same amount of damage, in which case I probably want the physical one back. Although having the extra mana is good, because that is going to be a problem. Running out of that will be a problem, because I can't just hit it to gain it back, right? Oh, I'm pretty sure that's doing more damage. It feels like it's doing a bit more damage, yeah. Oh, I missed it. Damn it. I missed it again. I suppose I can't do any summons here whatsoever, right? Even if I land on the clock tower, I'm not allowed to do them? I just asked because it would be nice to have Tinkerbell so I could survive one of those. Sure can't. Okay. I might bring some elixirs after this, actually, because I am running out of magic. At an unfortunate rate. He's almost a quarter of the way there.
2 hours later. He's almost a quarter of the way there.
If it's big special attack that it gets at a higher, well, I'm dead. Maybe if I put arrow up on myself, that doesn't insta-kill me? Or maybe it can hit me at all? I don't know. I hope at a later phase it doesn't get, like multiple of those purple things that swarm you. I guess maybe it's kind of like the way it was for the sand one, where I should just be a higher level so that this takes less time, so that I have less opportunity to make mistakes. So that was my biggest problem with the sand. Oh dear. That was what killed me the most with the sand one, was that because I was doing so little damage, I had to survive so many phases to get to the attack points. When I was level 50, I mean. So maybe a similar situation here, where the reason I'm having trouble with this is because I should have killed it by now, because I should have had higher damage, but I'll give it a few more goes anyway. I gotta set a hard limit of 2 hours for myself today, though. If I don't beat it in 2 hours, I gotta cool it. I do sort of feel like I'm missing something, though, because there is a lot of waiting around as it stands. Okay, arrow, at the very least, doesn't protect you once it's already on you. We definitely got rid of it somehow before, right? Maybe it was by flying near the actual creature. Damn, this thing is like the Gravelord Nito in Dark Souls 1, where you can't hit it through the back of its cloak. Which probably almost exclusively have ether items, actually, now that I think about it. Because Admiral and I can both do heals with mana if we need to. I did not say wind, I said cure. But I can see how you made the mistake, considering I pressed the wind button. Ow. I guess you can change elevation to get away from that. This is like one of those Final Fantasy boss fights where it's an undead thing you can cure to damage it. It doesn't seem so.
Thunder! Deep freeze!
I don't know how to get away from it. When it goes far away like that, it seems to swoop at you with supernatural speed, and I can't change elevation or anything to get away from it. I guess I have to check that as well. Like, that one's fine because it stops to attack, but there's one where it keeps rushing forward as it attacks. And that one's kind of challenging. Where is the projectile? Oh, can you break it on the clock tower? Oh, that's useful. That would be a reasonable way to get rid of it, I suppose. Just go to another side of the clock tower from it, and it just runs into the wall, does it? Yeah, it does. Cool. Once I run out of mana here, I am going to have no leg to stand on. I can't even help Peter Pan with the clock at the moment. Oh, wait, unless can you hit this to gain mana? No, you cannot. And hitting this doesn't give you mana if it's the wrong spell. Damn, so once you run out of mana, you're just dead. Because I can't help Peter Pan, and I can't do the right spell here. Well, come and claim me, sweet death. I welcome it now, because I have no choice. Right, elixirs all on me. Load everyone else up on Mega Ethers, so that if they ever think about ethering themselves, they are also ethering me. And that places a special emphasis on not getting hit, because I don't want to have to spend any of my mana to heal myself. Good to know you can just get on the other side of the clock tower to avoid that projectile, though. It's much easier than checking it the whole time. Maybe to save mana, I should just wait till... Oh, I made a big mistake there. What? So if someone else heals me, it goes away then. Is that how it works? I should not have had my head down in disappointment, because I missed what happened. Damn it. Not that. Maybe I'll try doing it again now every two times it goes to do this move. I'll reset the clock. That's probably a more efficient way to do it.
See ya. Deep freeze. Stop.
Wrong one, I'm dead. Oh, I'm fine. I don't know why pausing was my reflex. I should just heal myself, even though it is a waste of mana at this stage.
Thunder! Fire! Deep freeze! Stop! See ya! This should help. See ya! See ya! Take that! Stop! Deep freeze! Deep freeze! Thunder!
Hydrate.
Thunder! Deep freeze! Here! Deep freeze! Thunder! Deep freeze!
No crazy new movie yet.
See ya! See ya! Fire! See ya! Fire! Thunder!
Did I just miss or did it hit it? And just it had a second one. I am not sure. Okay, so you want to stop moving to dodge those, basically.
Thunder! Fire!
Pretty lucky I'm playing a mage build, then ain't it? That the way this is going.
Fire!
And luckily, as far as I can tell, only has this one melee attack aside from the rest of stuff we can do.
Deep freeze!
Which clock are you going to? I will go to this other one. We can each have our own clock. Sharing is for nerds.
Thunder!
Ow.
Fire.
Please don't.
Heal.
Ow.
Heal. Wind.
That's not the... Damn it. Just wasted a whole bunch of mana on that.
Come on.
I can't remember if I did it last time.
Stop.
Let's just make elixirs because I want to level up as well. I'm the one who got him killed just now.
Freeze.
Thanks, Donald.
Deep freeze.
If it has any other crazy attack, now is the time it's probably going to pull it out. On its last bar and all.
Stop. Thunder.
Wrong one.
Deep freeze. Heal. Here. Deep freeze. Fire.
Can't see what it is when you do that, Peter Pan.
Thunder. Heal. Sora. Stop.
Thank you, though. Sorry, my tone was too harsh. Forgive me, I don't want to mess this up at this moment, Peter Pan.
Deep freeze. There. Deep freeze. Heal.
Yes, I echo that. No fair.
See ya.
I hit you like 6 times with the blizzard.
Deep freeze. Deep freeze.
Oh my god.
See ya. Heal.
My guy, you need to... Please.
Deep freeze.
Please.
See ya.
Thank you.
See ya.
Okay, please go to the clock now so I can fix mine. Thank you.
Stop.
We're just clock repairmen, just hanging out on the side of a building. You take your side, I'll take mine. We don't need to bother each other with Eldritch magic, do we? Did he just say all rats or all right?
Thunder.
Either way, the way he said it was very funny.
Thunder. Deep freeze.
I'm in the middle of a clock tower. What am I doing?
Should help.
It's not an effective place to hide.
Here. Deep freeze. Stop. See ya.
Alright, what's your next weak point? What's the last one? Let's have it then. Physical? Fire! That'll do me. I didn't see how much XP it was, but I got some health out of that. Yay! Okay, I can say having beat it now confidently that I didn't care for that one quite as much as the other one. That one was a little dull. What, it was at about 26 minutes, that one fight? I don't know, but... Anyway, I can only imagine the hell that was if you didn't have a magic build like me, so I pity anyone who was in such a situation. You'd have had to use a lot more elixirs than I. Maybe there was some other way to deal with that than what I was doing. Ooh, another time power did it. Stop Ra has been upgraded to Stop Ga. That's cool. So they can have a... That's the only tier 3 spell we have, isn't it? The Cloaked Shadow. Aesthetically, that battle was cool as hell. A battle flying outside of a clock tower with a giant hooded Reaper-looking bastard. But yeah, I could have done with like 2 fewer health bars on that. So that just didn't take nearly that amount of time. And maybe some... Well, I don't know. I guess I probably should have guessed that you could get rid of it by getting a sight line in between it and you. But whatever, it's over now, so why am I even bothering to worry about it? But hey, that's 2 secret bosses in 1 episode, really. So we should be doing nothing but celebrating. as far as I'm concerned. Well done, lads. We just took down something that was here for some reason. Thanks for coming anyway. Next video go up with the channel is going to be the much requested part 2 of our Omori meme read. I had a lot of fun recording this one as I did the first one, so hopefully I can edit it in time. And we'll be able to just have fun watching that together next up video on the channel. And after that will be some more Kingdom Hearts, where I guess we'll tackle the time trials for the other Coliseum matches. I'm not 1,000,000,000% sure what we'll be doing. But hey, that's a new health bar. I really dig that. Let's fix my gear though. Well, this is actually how I like it, more or less. So, wow, is that really, I without any extra special gear, I've got 72 health? Damn. Because this one gives you a little bit of health, but neither of these do. Cool. And I'll set you back up with your magic-y stuff. Well, I guess there's no harm in keeping you with the power and defense stuff. Well, let's give you as much defense as possible. How about that? Works for me. And let's get all these items off of you. You used them all. Never mind then. Let's get these items off of me. I don't know what kind of items we'll want for the next fight, so I won't equip any just yet. Very good. Then that's all for now. 2 secret bosses. Complete. One of which frustrated me, so I ground, and then it was fine, and one of which was just kind of boring, in my humblest of opinions. Thank you so very much for coming around to this episode of Kingdom Hearts. Can't wait to see what lies next, though, because we're clearly at the point where, like, there are a lot of objectives to take on aside from the main story. Everyone's gonna be out of here now. Hopefully I'll see you around. Peace! Can I be honest with you? I don't remember at all. I'm sorry, Patrick. It sucks when you get excited for something and it's not even real. I'm just taking every shortcut-like thing I can seem to find, but I have no idea if any of these actually lead to chests.